The unexpected meeting Liam was a young human explorer. He had traveled far from Earth in his small spacecraft. The journey had been long and lonely. Now, he was landing on a strange planet that glowed softly under a purple sky. His mission was simple: explore, collect samples, and leave. But nothing could have prepared him for what he was about to find. The air felt cool as he stepped outside. Strange plants swayed slowly, their leaves shining with colors he had never seen before. There was no sound except the soft wind. Liam looked around carefully, holding his scanner. He walked slowly toward a cave that seemed to shimmer in the distance. The scanner beeped softly, showing signs of unknown energy inside. Curiosity pushed him forward. Inside the cave, it was dark but beautiful. The walls were covered in glowing blue crystals. Each step echoed, and he could feel the air change. Then, from the shadows, a soft voice spoke. "Lost, human." The voice teased. Liam froze. His heart raced as he turned around. There, standing near a cluster of crystals, was a girl unlike any he had ever seen. Her skin was smooth and blue, her eyes golden and bright. She had long hair that floated around her as if moved by an invisible wind. She smiled at him, a teasing, playful smile that made him feel nervous. Who are you?" Liam asked carefully. The girl tilted her head. "Call me Sierra," she said, her voice soft but filled with mischief. Her smile grew wider as she took a slow step closer. Liam felt trapped between curiosity and fear. Sierra's golden eyes sparkled. "What else do you crave, human?" She whispered with a teasing tone. Her question was strange, but her smile made it feel like a game. Liam tried to stay calm. "I am here just to explore," he said. "I don't crave anything." Sierra laughed softly, the sound echoing around them. But her laughter was not cruel, it was light and almost friendly. "Are you sure?" she asked, taking another step. Liam backed away slightly. His scanner beeped again. Faster this time. The energy in the cave was rising. Suddenly, the walls of the cave glowed brighter. The crystals pulsed with light. Strange shadows moved across the walls. Liam felt a chill down his spine. Was he alone with her, or was something else watching them from the darkness? Sierra's smile never faded. She seemed completely calm, as if she was in control of everything. "You are brave," she said. "Most humans run away when they see me." Liam swallowed hard. There was something about her that kept him there. Her beauty, her teasing smile, her strange question, it all felt like a trap. Yet also like an invitation. "I'm not afraid." Liam lied. Sierra laughed again. "Good," she whispered. "Then follow me." Without waiting, Sierra turned and walked deeper into the cave. Her bare feet made no sound on the stone floor. Her long hair seemed to glow softly in the dark. Liam hesitated for a moment, then took a deep breath and followed her. His footsteps echoed louder than hers. As they walked, the cave became more beautiful and more dangerous. The crystals shined brighter, and strange symbols appeared on the walls. Sierra touched one of the symbols, and it glowed under her fingers. "Do you know why you are really here, human?" she asked, not looking back. Liam shook his head. "I came to explore," he said again. But he was starting to doubt himself. Had this meeting really been by chance? Sierra stopped suddenly and turned around, her golden eyes locked onto his. Her teasing smile returned. "Then explore," she whispered, "but be careful what you find." Suddenly, a loud rumble shook the cave. Dust fell from the ceiling. The entrance closed behind them, trapping Liam inside. His heart pounded in his chest. Sierra didn't look worried at all. Instead, she smiled even more, her eyes full of mystery and challenge. "You have entered my world now, human," she said softly. "From this moment, your journey begins." Liam stood frozen. He realized that this was no ordinary meeting. Sierra was testing him, but for what? Her smile hid many secrets, and somewhere in the shadows, Something else waited, watching them both. His adventure had only just begun. The alien's secret game Liam stood inside the glowing cave. The entrance had sealed behind him, trapping him. With Sierra, she watched him with her golden eyes. Smiling playfully, but saying nothing, the silence felt heavy, broken only by the soft hum of the glowing crystals. Finally, Sarah spoke, her voice soft but full of mischief. "You're not afraid?" she asked again, tilting her head. Liam forced a small smile. "Should I be?" he replied, trying to sound calm. Sarah laughed gently, her smile widening even more. "Maybe," she said. "That depends on how you play my game." Liam felt confused. "A game?" he asked carefully. Sarah nodded, her long hair floating around her as if moved by an invisible breeze. "Yes, human," she said. "This cave is more than just rock and crystal. It's alive, and it listens. It judges those who enter." She stepped closer. Reaching out her slender hand in her palm, 3 small objects appeared, glowing softly in different colors. One was red like fire, the second blue like ice, and the third green like a forest. "These are your tests," she whispered. "Each holds a part of your desire." Liam stared at the objects. "What kind of test?" he asked. Sarah's teasing smile returned. "You must choose," she said. "Touch one, and it will reveal what you crave most." Her golden eyes sparkled as she added, "But be careful, human. Desire can be dangerous." Liam felt his heart race again. The cave felt smaller now, the air thicker. Was this some kind of trap? Sarah's smile gave no answers, only more questions. Slowly, Liam reached out his hand. He hesitated over the red object first. It pulsed like a tiny flame, warm and inviting. Then he moved his hand toward the blue one. It felt cool even before. He touched it, calming but cold. Finally, he looked at the green one. Something about it called to him a feeling of peace, of hope, of life. Before he could decide, Sarah spoke again. "You humans always hesitate," she whispered. Moving closer to him, her voice was soft and teasing, but her eyes watched him carefully. "What else do you crave, human?" she asked again. Her favorite question. Liam felt pressure in his chest. What did he crave? Adventure, knowledge, love. He was unsure. This was not just a game, it was a test of his heart. Finally, he chose. His fingers touched the green object. Instantly, the cave changed. The walls glowed brighter, and a warm wind rushed through the tunnel. The green object floated into the air and disappeared in a flash of light. Sarah clapped her hands gently. "Interesting choice," she said. "You crave life, human, not power. Not cold knowledge, but life itself." Liam looked around nervously. "What does this mean?" he asked. Sarah smiled again, but this time there was a hint of sadness in her eyes. "It means you may survive this place," she whispered, "but your test is not over." The shadows around them seemed to move, twisting into strange shapes. Strange symbols appeared on the floor, glowing in circles around them. Liam felt trapped, but also curious. Sarah took a slow step forward and touched his face gently. Her fingers were cool but soft. "You must answer me truly now," she said, her voice low. "What do you crave? From me?" Liam felt his heart beating fast. Sarah's teasing smile was still there, but it felt different now, softer, almost vulnerable. Her question was deeper than before. She was no longer just playing a game. She wanted something real. Before Liam could answer, a deep rumble shook the cave again. A voice from the shadows spoke in a language Liam did not understand. Sarah's expression changed quickly. She looked worried for the first time. "The cave is waking," she whispered. "It knows you are here, human." Liam looked around. The glowing crystals flickered, and the shadows grew darker. "What's happening?" he asked. Sierra took his hand suddenly, her fingers tight around his. "We must go deeper," she said quickly. "Only then will you understand why I smile, and why I ask what else you crave, without waiting." She pulled him forward. Liam stumbled. As he followed, the walls around them pulsing with strange light. The game was far from over, and behind Sierra's teasing smile, a secret waited, hidden in the heart of the cave. The test of desire. Liam followed Sierra deeper into the glowing cave. The air felt heavier now, thick with strange energy. The walls pulsed with a soft green light as if alive. His hand was still in hers. Her fingers cool but strong. He could feel her teasing smile, even though she didn't look back. But beneath that smile, there was something else, a secret he didn't understand yet. They entered a larger chamber. In the center stood a strange round stone, smooth and shining. Symbols glowed on its surface, shifting and changing as if they were alive. Sierra stopped and faced Liam, her golden eyes serious now. "This is the real test. Human," she whispered. "The cave has accepted your choice, but now it wants your truth." Liam frowned. "What truth?" he asked. Sierra smiled gently, but her eyes stayed sharp. "The truth of your heart," she said softly. "The truth you hide from yourself." The stone began to glow brighter. A mist rose from its surface, and images started to appear in the air. To Liam's shock, they were his memories, his childhood on Earth, his lonely nights in space, his dreams of adventure, his fear of dying alone. Liam felt exposed. "How is this happening?" he whispered. Sierra stepped closer, her soft voice calm. "The cave shows desire," she said. "Not just what you think you want, but what you truly crave deep inside." The images changed again. Now he saw himself with Sierra, laughing together, holding hands. It felt real and impossible at the same time. Liam's heart raced. Was this what he wanted? A life with her. Sierra watched him carefully, her smile softening. "What do you see? Human?" she asked, her voice quiet. Liam hesitated. He didn't know what to say. The cave was showing him feelings he didn't even realize he had. Finally, he spoke. "I see a future," he said slowly. "But I don't understand it yet." Sierra nodded. "That is good," she whispered. "Understanding comes later, but the craving is clear." Suddenly, the stone pulsed again, and the ground beneath them cracked. A glowing path appeared, leading even deeper into the cave. The shadows grew darker around them, but Sierra seemed calm again, her teasing smile returning. "The cave has accepted your desire," she said. "But one more step remains." Liam took a shaky breath. "What is it?" he asked. Sierra reached out and touched his chest gently. Her fingers were cool, but her touch felt warm. "You must speak your desire out loud," she whispered. "Only then will the cave truly open to you." Liam's throat felt dry. He looked at Sierra, her glowing blue skin, her golden eyes, her playful yet sad smile. He realized that his desire was clearer now. He craved connection, not just adventure, and somehow this mysterious alien girl had become the symbol of that desire. Slowly, he whispered, "I crave not to be alone anymore." The cave answered. A deep hum filled the chamber. The path ahead glowed brighter, and the shadows pulled back. Sierra smiled fully now, her eyes shining. "You have passed," she said softly. "Few humans ever do." Liam felt a strange peace. But then Sierra's smile changed again, a hint of mischief returning. She leaned closer and whispered in his ear, "But this is only the beginning. Human, what else do you crave?" Before Liam could answer, the path ahead shimmered. He felt himself pulled forward, as if the cave itself was guiding him. Sierra took his hand again, her fingers tightening slightly. Together, they stepped onto the glowing path. The journey deeper into the cave and into each other's hearts had truly begun. Trapped by temptation, Liam stepped carefully onto the glowing path. The stone beneath his boots felt warm, almost alive. Beside him, Sira walked gracefully, her golden eyes watching him with a playful glimmer. But even as she smiled, Liam sensed that something deeper was hiding behind her teasing gaze. The cave around them pulsed softly. The walls glowed brighter as they moved forward. Strange symbols appeared and disappeared, floating like smoke. Liam's heart beat faster. Each step felt like a step into a mystery he could not understand yet. Sira stopped suddenly. She turned to face Liam, her hair flowing gently, even though there was no wind. "This is where many fail. Human," she said softly. "This part of the cave. It tests your temptation." Liam frowned. "What do you mean?" he asked carefully. Sira smiled again, this time with a hint of sadness. "The cave will show you what you desire most. But it will tempt you to take the easy path," she explained. "If you give in, you will stay here forever." Before Liam could speak, the air around them shimmered. The walls changed. Suddenly, they were no longer in a dark cave. They stood in a beautiful garden filled with light. Soft grass under their feet, warm sun above, birds sang sweet songs. And a cool breeze brushed Liam's face. In the center of the garden stood a house, small and peaceful. Inside, Liam could see himself. He looked happy, relaxed, no danger, no loneliness. Sira was there too, smiling, laughing, holding his hand. It felt perfect, safe, quiet, everything he could ever want. Liam felt drawn toward the house. His legs moved without thinking. The temptation was strong. For the first time in years, he felt at peace, just looking at this vision. Sira stepped in front of him, blocking his path. Her teasing smile was gone, now replaced by seriousness. "Is this what you crave, Liam?" she asked gently. Liam hesitated. His heart said yes, but something felt wrong. It was too easy, too perfect. The real Sira would never offer something without challenge. He looked closely at the vision again. Something about the smiling Sira inside the house felt empty. Her eyes lacked the spark, the teasing light, the playful spirit. It was just a dream, not real. Liam stepped back. "No," he said firmly. "This is not what I crave." As soon as he spoke, the garden vanished. They were back in the cave. The glowing path reappeared beneath their feet. Sira smiled her real smile this time, full of mischief and warmth. "Good," she whispered. "You passed the temptation," Liam felt relief wash over him. But he also felt something else. His feelings for Sira were growing stronger, not just because of her beauty, but because she challenged him. She was testing his heart, pushing him to understand himself. Sira reached out and touched his cheek gently, her fingers soft and cool. "You are different from other humans," she said softly. "Most would have stayed in the dream. But not you." Liam smiled slightly. "I don't want a perfect dream," he said quietly. "I want something real." "With you," Sira's golden eyes softened for the first time. Her teasing smile turned into something tender. But before she could speak, the cave rumbled again. The path ahead split into two glowing tunnels. Sira turned toward them, her expression serious again. "Now comes the hardest choice," she whispered. "One path leads to freedom, the other to something else." Liam looked at her. He trusted her now, but he knew this was still his test. His heart was no longer confused. He didn't crave safety or a perfect life. He craved something real, something worth fighting for, without waiting. Liam took Sira's hand. "Let's face it together," he said firmly. Sira's smile returned, playful and warm. "Yes, human," she whispered. Together, they stepped forward, side by side. The shadows behind them faded. Ahead, the true heart of the cave end of Sira's secrets waited. The choice Liam held Sira's hand tightly as they walked deeper into the glowing tunnel. The walls around them shimmered with strange lights. The air felt warmer now, almost alive. Every step echoed softly. But this time, Liam was not afraid. He felt ready for whatever would come next. Sierra walked quietly beside him. Her golden eyes were thoughtful, her teasing smile softer than before. She seemed different, now not just a playful alien girl, but something more, a companion, a guide, and maybe even a friend. The tunnel soon opened into a large chamber. In the center stood a stone pedestal. On it rested a small silver orb, glowing with soft light. Symbols floated above the orb, spinning. Slowly, Sierra stopped and turned to Liam. "This is where you must make a choice," she said gently. Her voice carried both sadness and hope. "The orb holds the power to free you from this place, but it also holds something else." "A secret about me?" Liam frowned. "What kind of secret?" he asked carefully. Sierra's teasing smile returned just for a moment, but her eyes stayed serious. "You will see," she whispered. "But know this: once you touch the orb, you cannot turn back." Liam stepped closer. His heart pounded in his chest. The orb seemed to call to him, its glow warm and inviting, but he could feel that it was more than just a key to escape. It was tied to Sierra's mystery, to her true self. Sierra spoke again, her voice soft. "You can choose freedom now. Walk away, leave this planet. Return to your lonely sky," she said. "Or you can touch the orb and learn the truth. But that truth will bind us together forever." Liam hesitated. His thoughts raced. He remembered how alone he had felt before landing on this planet, his long journey through empty space, his quiet nights with no one beside him. And now there was Sierra, teasing, mysterious, beautiful, but also kind in her strange way. He looked into her golden eyes. "What happens if I choose to stay?" he asked quietly. Sierra's expression softened. "Even more if you stay human," she whispered. "You become part of this place, part of my story, part of me." Her words touched something deep inside Liam. His mind told him to walk away, to finish his mission, return home, continue exploring. But his heart told him something else. His heart told him that he had found something rare here, not just an alien world, but a connection that could change everything. Slowly, Liam reached out his hand. His fingers trembled slightly as they moved toward the silver orb. Sierra watched closely, her eyes shining, her smile filled with both hope and fear. When Liam's fingers finally touched the orb, the chamber filled with light. Warm energy wrapped around them both. The symbols above the orb spun faster, glowing brighter. Then, suddenly, the light faded, and everything became quiet again. Sierra stepped forward, her face gentle. "You chose the truth," she whispered. "You chose me." Liam felt warmth in his chest. The orb disappeared from the pedestal. But something had changed inside him. He could feel a bond forming between him and Sierra. A silent understanding, deep and real. Sierra reached out and took his hand again. Her smile was no longer teasing. It was soft, grateful, full of emotion. "I knew you were different, human," she said gently. "Most would have run, but you stayed. You chose this path." Liam smiled back. "I didn't just crave adventure," he said softly. "I craved connection." Sierra nodded slowly. "And now you have it," she whispered. "But our journey is not over, human. The cave has more secrets to show, and I have more to reveal. Together." They turned to face the next tunnel. The air felt different. Now lighter, warmer, more alive. Liam no longer felt lost. He felt found as they walked side by side. The cave glowed gently around them. Their bond had been sealed. Their journey would continue, and the question still hung softly in the air. Sierra's favorite question: "What else do you crave, human?" The true face of Ceruleum and Sorel walked hand in hand through the next tunnel. The light around them was soft and golden. The cave felt calmer now, as if it accepted Liam's choice, but deep inside, Liam knew the biggest secret was still waiting. Sorel glanced at him, her golden eyes glowing gently. Her teasing smile was gone for now. Her face was thoughtful, almost sad. The path ahead began to widen. Soon, they stepped into a beautiful chamber filled with soft blue light. In the center stood a crystal pool, perfectly still. Its surface reflected not just their faces, but something more. Syrah let go of Liam's hand and walked slowly to the pool. She knelt down beside it and touched the water with her fingers. Ripples spread across the surface. Changing the reflection, Liam saw images appearing in the water-strange alien cities, starships, and Syrah herself, but different. He stepped closer, watching carefully, in the water. Syrah looked older, wiser, wearing a crown on her head. Behind her stood a people who looked like her blue skin. Golden eyes but all fading like shadows. Syrah's voice broke the silence, soft and full of sadness. "Do you see now, human?" she whispered. "This is who I truly am." Liam's heart ached as he knelt beside her. "You're a queen," he said softly. Syrah nodded slowly. "Yes," she replied, "but my people, they're gone." Her voice trembled as she spoke. This cave was once their temple, a place of hope and tests, but after the war, after the sickness, I became the last. Liam placed a gentle hand on her shoulder. He could feel her pain, even though she tried to hide it behind smiles and teasing words. "All this time," he whispered, "you were testing me. Not just for fun, but for something more." Syrah looked up at him, her golden eyes shining with tears. "Yes," she said. "The cave was meant to test the hearts of those who entered, to see if anyone was worthy, if anyone could understand. I have been alone for so long. Every visitor before you failed. They craved power, or escape, or lies." Liam squeezed her shoulder gently. "But I craved connection," he said softly. Syrah smiled through her tears. "Yes, human," she whispered. "That is why the cave accepted you. That is why I accepted you." The crystal pool glowed brighter. Suddenly, the chamber felt warmer. Alive again, the shadows faded, replaced by soft, golden light. The cave was no longer testing him, it was welcoming him. Syrah stood slowly, her face glowing. With a new light, her teasing smile returned, but it was different now. Not hiding pain, but full of hope, she stepped closer to Liam, gently placing her hand over his heart. "You saw my true face," she whispered. "You saw my loneliness, my fear, and still you stayed." Liam looked into her shining eyes. "I won't leave you," he said firmly. "Not now, not ever." Syrah's smile widened. Playful again, but softer. "Good," she whispered. "Because from this moment, our stories are joined. You are no longer just a visitor. You are part of this place and part of me." The cave seemed to hum around them. A soft wind brushed past, carrying away the sadness. Syrah reached for his hand again. "Come," she said gently. "There is one final step before we are truly free." Together, they turned toward a glowing archway at the far end of the chamber. Syrah's steps were light but sure, her shoulders straighter, her heart lighter. For the first time in a long time, she was not alone, and as they walked, her favorite question returned. But now it carried a new meaning. She smiled at Liam and whispered softly, "What else do you crave, human?" Liam smiled back. "Only this," he said quietly, "this journey with you." Liam and Syrah stood before the glowing archway. The air around them felt alive, warm, and filled with quiet energy. The cave, once mysterious and dangerous, now felt like it was waiting for their next move. Syrah's golden eyes sparkled. As she turned to Liam, her smile was soft, no longer teasing. "You have come so far. "Human," she whispered. "Are you ready for what lies beyond this door?" Liam took a deep breath. "I'm ready," he said gently, "but only if you come with me." Syrah's smile deepened. "I was hoping you would say that," she whispered. Then she reached for his hand. Their fingers intertwining easily. Their bond felt natural now, as if it had always been there, together. They stepped through the archway. A rush of light surrounded them. For a moment, Liam felt weightless. Then the world changed. They emerged outside. The cave was gone behind them, replaced by an open sky filled with soft purple clouds. The air smelled fresh, the ground warm beneath their feet. Strange birds flew overhead, their feathers glowing faintly. A peaceful landscape stretched in all directions. Liam looked at Syrah. Her skin glowed gently in the sunlight. Her hair floated softly around her shoulders, but something else had changed too. She looked free. Syrah took a deep breath and closed her eyes. "This is the true face of my world," she whispered, "a place of beauty and peace, hidden for so long." Liam smiled. "It's beautiful," he said. Syrah nodded slowly. "Yes, but it was empty before you came," she whispered. "Now? It feels alive again." Liam felt a warmth in his heart. He realized that he had not only discovered a planet, he had discovered a connection. Something deeper than adventure. He reached out and gently touched Syrah's cheek. Syrah leaned into his touch, her golden eyes meeting his, her smile playful again, but now full of real joy. "So tell me, human," she whispered softly, "what else do you crave?" Liam chuckled gently. "I crave a future here with you," he said firmly. Syrah laughed, a sweet and honest laugh that echoed through the open air. Suddenly, flowers bloomed around them. The ground responded to their feelings. The sky seemed to glow even brighter. The entire world felt like it was welcoming them. Syrah squeezed his hand gently. "Then let us build it together," she said softly. "No more tests, no more games, only life." Side by side, Liam nodded. He felt peace real. Peace for the first time in a long while. The loneliness he had carried through space was gone. In its place was something new. A partnership, a promise, a shared journey as they walked forward. The wind carried Syrah's familiar question one last time. It was no longer a test. It was now an invitation to dream together. "What else do you crave, human?" she whispered one more time. Liam smiled. "Everything. As long as it's with you," he replied. Side by side, they stepped into the future. The cave behind them was quiet, its purpose complete, and ahead, endless possibilities waited.